So we are wrapping up the school year. It's almost over. You did it.
2, 1.
You have navigated another year of lessons, projects, and the beautiful chaos of homeschooling. But if you're feeling less celebration and more collapse, you're not alone. Homeschool burnout is real, and summer is the perfect time to heal. Hi, and welcome to Learning Life as we look at summer healing like burnout. Let me ask, do you know how to recognize the signs? And do you have like a plan? And could you reimagine what summer learning could be? Let's tackle that. And if this is something that you really like, this is a great time to like it. And if you really get something out of this video, you can subscribe and know when other videos of mine are coming out. Recognize the signs. We need to know the signs of burnout. I think it's really important because otherwise we coast through, and unless somebody is pointing it out to us, we're just going to be in the midst and really not know. So let me ask, how are you feeling? Are you experiencing that physical and mental exhaustion that just won't go away? Do you feel irritable all the time, having that short temper, that lack of patience? Or maybe you have a lack of motivation. Do you have a dread for even thinking about what the next year could hold? Or do you have this emotional disconnect from your children and the joy of what you've been doing? It doesn't feel like a joy. And do you have maybe these physical symptoms like headaches or gut stuff or even sleep issues? If any of these resonate, it's time to prioritize your well-being because you are important and you are worthy. Your summer healing plan. All right, it's summer. We are going to embrace the unstructured. Especially if you have really been, structured throughout that school year. Yes, we're ditching curriculum. Let's ditch schedules and expectations as well. I know that this is a challenge for me. I actually like schedules. I like expectations. I like structure, but we want to focus on play, encouraging your children and yourself to engage in activities in play that can bring joy. And in this, we can continue to follow our children's interests and explore together. We've been doing it with homeschooling, right? But now we just can take that breath and just see where the day leads us in this. But we also need to prioritize our self-care. Seriously, prioritize ourselves. This can be hard. I know I feel guilty when I do that. But we need to schedule me time. And every day, even if it is just for 15 minutes, I know to be able to just sit, for me, in a quiet room, no talking, nothing, is a great way to recharge. But also, let's reconnect with our passions. We, as the grown-ups, whether it's reading or painting or gardening or anything that nourishes our soul, we need to do this. And we need to get enough sleep. I struggle when I keep getting told that. Perimenopause and a sleep disorder and all of that. And it's you must get more sleep. I know, but I can't. But really, it is crucial for our physical and our mental recovery. So if we're not getting enough at night, can we take a nap during the day? Summer naps are a beautiful thing. And let's get moving. Moving our body, even that short walk, can make a big difference. Walking for our mental health really is important. And we can connect with other adults. That social interaction without our children is vital. And in that, as part of as we're going through to heal, when we get we're working on those other things, we get to the end, this is when we can reevaluate so that we can re-energize. Let's reflect on the past year. Don't do it now. Give yourself time to breathe and to heal. But then let's reflect on the past year. What worked? What didn't work? What could we change? Consider making those changes to curriculum or schedule, or even how you have been involved in the teaching, how much teaching, or the way that you teach. And then let's set realistic goals for the next school year. We are not going to overcommit. And in this, hopefully, we can find our inspiration again. And yes, as we're doing this, let's read books about homeschooling or listen to podcasts or just connecting, as we know that is also important. Summer Learning Reimagined. Let's put aside any worries about this whole summer slide thing. I hear it from enough people that there's this great concern that if we're not doing any formal learning, our kids are going to forget everything. Guess what? They're not. They're really not. And I know that in homeschooling, we have the joy of really mixing it up and focusing on experiential learning. And that's my encouragement, through summer, just continue with that. There's no formal learning. We're just going to explore. We're going to visit. We're going to do. And we're not going to think about how it necessarily relates to the lessons that we've been doing. Another thing that I really encourage is just reading aloud together. It is a beautiful family time together. But this way we get to enjoy stories without the pressure of these formal lessons. We're still activating our minds, but we're just going to read. And let's also do those creative projects. Have fun. Let your children's imaginations run wild. Get out that chalk, get out the paints that you can be doing outside, all of that. Just engage, because our summer learning should just look like summer learning fun. And that's what we want. And if you need the time, or your children do thrive in these environments, find those summer programs that your children can attend. I know there's VBSs, there's other week-long camps that there's these great programs that are out there. Why not do it? Remember to have fun. This is summer, so enjoy the sunshine, the laughter, and the quality time that you get to have with your family. Don't be afraid to take breaks, to relax, to have days where you do nothing. It is okay 100% for your children to be bored. In fact, it is great for them to be bored. Let them run away with their boredom and work out what to do. And let go of the guilt. You deserve this time to heal. The most important thing in that is being kind to yourself. Burnout, it's a sign that you've been working hard, really hard. So give yourself that permission to rest, to recharge, and to rediscover the joy of homeschooling. Thank you so much for watching today. If you haven't checked out the other videos that I have on burnout, the links are down below. Check them out. You can also go to my website, LearningThis.Life, where I will have the questions and the main points here, all of the other posts that I do so that you could see and, find the stuff that you need to help you. If you want to help to get these videos out, you can do that. You can become a champion. So you can check that out at patreon.com or at my website, LearningThis.Life.